Let's get into it, Rob. All right, I know you want to. I mean,
I need baby oil and cigarettes.
Zoom.
That's
Right.
what I did. After last
We
night.
are on Zoom. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking for green and gold pom-poms.
You ain't got that. Come on now.
I do see some baby oil, though. But, look, Aaron Rodgers had a huge night. I mean, look, he's been huge. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Though I am not on Aaron Rodgers like Rob is, but I've always said he's a great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen throw the football. And he is looking like vintage, Rob. Vintage Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
You know, is he 36 now? And he is looking tremendous. Another big game last night in the win over Atlanta. 30-16, they won. He's 27 for 33. That's 81%, 327 yards, 4 touchdowns. So right now he's got what? 13 touchdowns, no picks. And a lot of people are trying to drum up this narrative, Rob, that this is a revenge tour.
No.
Not toward the Packers, right? For drafting Jordan Love.
Right.
If it is, I dismiss that. But
I do too.
If it is a revenge tour, it may be a revenge tour on kind of the media and he's going to say they wrote him off. And you may even say that he was done. I know and I think you'd vouch for me. I've never said he's done. I've never written him off. What I've said is his last few years have been down years for Aaron Rodgers. By Aaron Rodgers' standards, that's undeniable. They haven't been bad. I mean, last year he's 26-4. Touchdowns to interceptions.
Right.
But just not, you know what I mean? Like, he's usually, period, the end, the best passer in the league. And he has not been that for the, last three years or so before this season.
Right.
But
and there was a couple of things,
great.
not excuses, Chris. He did get injured, and last year was a new coach. And there was an issue. You remember that. We talked about it. About Aaron giving in and saying, okay, this is the new guy.
But he played, with the coach, yeah.
No, with the coach. You know what I mean? And I'm going to follow. You remember, he freelances too much, and they want to rein him in. You remember all that? I mean, that was a lot of the talk. And they played a different style. They still won a lot of games. So I think they didn't, he couldn't really push back, right? Because they were 13-3, and they won games.
Right.
And maybe he wasn't as big of a hand, and they ran the ball a lot more. But this offense now, this looks more like Aaron Rodgers, Chris. They still run the ball with Aaron Jones, right, who's a really good running back for them.
Right.
But he's doing this without, where are the receivers? His 2 top receivers were out for that game yesterday.
Right.
And Devontae Adams, how many games has he missed? 2 or 3?
So I mean, he's missed. I think he only played 1 full game.
Right? He has only played, I think, one game. That's his
1.5 games. Yeah.
Okay, that's his guy, right? He's not even playing with him yet. And the accuracy's there, the throws are there. He just looks different. And the numbers that are frightening, Chris, when you talk about it, is his quarterback rating is 92.8. The highest of any player through 4 games since 2006. And the second and third highest marks were set by Peyton Manning in 2013 and Tom Brady in 2007. And both of those guys did what? Won the MVP and set the NFL touchdown passes in the season in those years, which is unusual.
Glad you brought up MVP. At the quarter mark, teams have played 4 games now, and obviously it's really early.
Sure, there's a long way to go.
But is he the MVP right now in your mind?
Before the season started, I did pick him to win the MVP, Chris. And I think he is the MVP. And Russell Wilson's played great. So I'm 16 touchdowns, 2 picks. They're undefeated as well. But the only
Russell
thing
leads the league in passer rating. Rodgers leads the league, I believe, in QBR. Yeah, in QBR.
Right. Yep.
So
and this is what I'll say.
Take that however you want.
This is the only thing I'll give the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. A, he doesn't have his whole offensive squad. And B, their wins. They have 2 division wins, Chris. They also beat the Saints.
Bad teams. Don't try to hide that.
They
Atlanta and
no, I'm saying division.
No, I mean
Minnesota and Detroit.
Minnesota and Detroit, right?
But
and then Atlanta. Come on,
they got two division wins.
The schedule's no better than Seattle's.
Yes, it is.
At this point,
yes,
really?
It is. Yeah,
they both have beaten Atlanta. Seattle beat
Dallas, which is terrible.
And they're no worse than the certainly not worse than Detroit.
Are they? You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure of that. I have confidence they would beat your Lions.
They're not my Lions. Don't ever say that.
They're really, I mean, look.
I just like what he's done with what they've had to do, the games that they played. I think, what did they win? Their 2 road games, their 2 division games were on the road, I believe, right? No,
so they beat Atlanta,
the Lions,
the Detroit, Minnesota, and who was the 4th team?
And the Saints. And the Saints.
Okay, the Saints was a good win.
Yep.
And Russell Wilson's beaten Miami, Dallas, New England. It's a good win, and Atlanta. So I think it's close. The schedules are pretty much the same. But look, I think you can make an argument. I think Russell Wilson and Rodgers are the 2 front runners. You could go either way. I mean, really, nobody could get mad if either of those guys is named the front runner at this point. And then I think the 3rd quarterback is in there who's clearly not of their stature, but you got to give it to him right now, at least, Josh Allen.
No, he's played well. We talked about that.
He's playing very well.
He's running the ball well, and he's throwing the ball
11 touchdowns, no interceptions for him.
And Buffalo is undefeated.
Yep. So it is definitely a bounce back year for Aaron. And look, I'll give you this, Rob. Even though right now, if I had to pick, I would say Russell Wilson. But again, you can't argue if it were Rodgers as MVP. But I will give you this. I think Green Bay right now looks like the best team in the NFC.
Wow.
Right now.
Really?
Now, there's obviously 3/4 of the season left. I picked Tampa Bay. You picked New Orleans to get to the Super Bowl. So we'll see how that plays out. But I do think
the Packers
right now,
are better than New Orleans. I
agree with that. New Orleans, look, let's see what they look like when they get Michael Thomas back.
Which will be a big boost. And look what they did to the Lions. They were down 14-0 in that game. Chris scored 5 consecutive touchdowns. So, and that's without their big gun.
Yeah,
so that says something
that's
about
Breeze figuring it out. You know what I mean? He's gonna figure it out. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be competitive and probably in the playoffs. So, who's the MVP right now? Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, or somebody else? Your turn to weigh in.
I want to do my double check. What was that?
Discount double check?
Discount double check, which they don't do anymore.
Trust
that was awesome, though, wasn't it?
Those were great
when it first started.
Yes.
They really were. Discount double check. All right, Austin in Denver. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Austin?
Hey, fellas. This is not even a question. Hands down, it's Aaron Rodgers. Look at who he's dealing with. We have guys coming out left and right from Division II colleges that he's playing with. He doesn't have guys like DK Metcalf. He doesn't have guys like Chris Carson that Russell Wilson has. His defense is absolutely atrocious. Everybody rides on Aaron Rodgers' shoulders, and he gets no respect for it whatsoever. Hands down, Aaron Rodgers MVP as of right now.
I think the hands down's a little strong, but you make some good points.
Well,
he's banged up. His guys are banged up. There's no question about that.
There's no doubt. He's doing it with less right now, right?
Yeah.
We'll all agree on that.
We will give him that. Now, Aaron Jones, Chris Carson, Aaron Jones is as good as Chris Carson. He hasn't done it quite as long, but he's got that. But I agree. His receivers obviously banged up.
No doubt. Luca in Baltimore, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Luca?
What's going on, guys? Always good to be back on the show.
Yes.
Good to have you, my man.
Well, first of all, I wanted to say that since the virus started, you guys have been a staple in my day, and I look forward to 6 o'clock every day. 7 o'clock every day to listen to you. So I wanted to thank you for that. It's been a great relief.
We appreciate that. That's the point of the show,
right? You made our day.
Entertain and inspire. Yes.
I love both of y'all, but I wanted to agree exactly. Actually, we kind of took the word out of my mouth with the previous caller, because we can agree that they played similar schedules and that their defenses are both mediocre at best.
Right.
But Russell has at least had some level of consistency at receiver. So he knows what he expects, in terms of routes and sort of how they handle coverages from his receivers. Whereas Rodgers, he has been consistent at least for the first 4 weeks, no matter who is out there. And so I think that's why Aaron should be the MVP.
All right,
that's a fair point.
Yep,
that is
that's
fair.
fair.
I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
I love
Thanks,
you.
Luca.
All right, my man.
Appreciate it. Carlton in New Mexico, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up?
How you guys doing this evening?
We're
doing
good, man.
great.
How are you?
I could complain. No one cares. So for right now, yeah, I think Rodgers would be the MVP. But
Hey, hon.
But come Sunday, since it's Packers bye week and the Seahawks are facing the Vikings on Sunday night, I think they're going to shut out the Vikings, and Russ is going to show everybody why he should be the MVP.
Could be another 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean,
day.
if he does that, it has 20 touchdowns to 5 games, Chris,
Right.
because he has 16. I don't know about shutting out the Vikings because Seattle's their defense is terrible. I mean, right? The two worst defenses are Seattle and Dallas, right? I think.
Let me ask you this, Rob. Right now it's between these two, Wilson and Rodgers. Even though Josh Allen's playing great, I'm sure it's between these two. Who do you think will get in this discussion over the course of the season? I'm going to say Mahomes. Do you think anybody else, or you may not even think Mahomes is going to get in the discussion?
Yeah, I think he's on the outside looking in right now, but he's not that far behind. So, yes, and they're undefeated as well, Chris. So, he'll be in the conversation. Lamar, I'm not so sure. When you win unanimous, the expectations, Chris, are so high.
Right.
I'm not so sure that people will look at his season this year no matter what, even though other than the Chiefs game, they've been putting up points and doing their thing. Let's squeeze
His
one more in
numbers
real
haven't
quick.
been what they were.
No, and that's what I'm
they're
saying.
Winning. Yeah, they're 3-1.